Hello everybody! I am just finishing up the setup, but we're going to be on in just a moment. Thanks so much for being here. Please let me know how everything sounds. Is the music too quiet or too loud? Anything like that. Any feedback would be great. And I'll be going in just a moment. See you in a sec. I turned up the music a little bit. I don't want the music to be too distracting though, so it's kind of hard to tell if the music's loud with my voice, but I turned it up a little bit. Let me know how that sounds. All right, let's rock and roll. Should probably hit record. That would be smart.
Hello, everybody! That's right, it's me, Jack Gurgle, and I'm here to take over the stream! Hey, bud, I'm here too. That doesn't matter. It's me! Hey everybody, welcome to the live stream. Today, we are continuing our series, crocheting our Goblin puppet. If you haven't watched the previous live stream, that's no big deal at all. But just for a heads up, we are recreating our Goblin puppet. I made this 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, a long time ago. And I never wrote down the pattern. So what we're doing today is we're redesigning the pattern, re-engineering it, figuring out all the parts of the design together, and then crocheting it live, and going through all that process together live. So it's kind of a fun little stream where you not only just hang out with me and crochet, but you can also like learn a little bit of the design process, or just like kind of joining me while we crochet something together. The pattern for this fella is going to be on the website, by the way. You can find it at clubcrochet.com/goblin. There's a link right here or down there or somewhere, and we are putting the pattern up as we stream. So if you want to crochet along with us, you totally can, and I'm explaining the different parts as we go. But let's go ahead and switch over to the other camera and show you what we've made so far and what we're gonna make today. It's one of these buttons. This one right there. Look at that. I can figure things out. Hello, hello, hello. Hello to the chat, by the way. Sup Tina and Cooper and Chirp a Little and Kristen and everybody. Hello Nicole. Thanks so much for joining, you guys. Okay, so from our last episode, we finished up the ears, the nose, and the arms. So all the little bits and bops that we're going to have to sew on, except for we have not made yet the teeth or the tongue. And then obviously we haven't made the body or the loincloth yet. So today's episode, I think what we're going to do today is we're going to try to get done with the head and maybe the face. We'll maybe try actually making at least parts of the face, like maybe the adding the eyes and the eyebrows and stuff. We can save the hair for later. We won't, but I really doubt we're going to get to the mouth mechanical section today. This is going to be, I think, its own live stream, learning how to make the whole mouth and stuff. But we'll see. I mean, there's not that much really to crochet, but we are going to put ourselves on a time limit today. I think that was really nice last time to just have like a limit. So we're going to be going until 5 p.m. Pacific Standard my time, which is about 2 hours of crochet. So it's not that bad. It's just enough time, I think, for you to catch up to us, make the ears and stuff, and then learn how to make the head and this mouth section. I think, realistically, we'll probably get to like around here today, and then add our face parts, and that's where we'll end today, I think. Like I said, the pattern will be available afterwards, and it's available right now also. You can find it at clubcrochet.com/goblin. It's going to be free until the pattern is officially complete. Once it's officially complete, I'm going to have it for sale, / for members. So if you have a Club Crochet membership, you'll get access to the pattern too. But while we're making it, I thought it'd be kind of fun to make it free so that you could crochet along with me as well. And because, it's not a finalized design too. Okay, well, a few things to go over before we get started. By the way, here's the inside of him. You can see we have got some cleaning up to do, but we'll figure it all out together. Okay, so before we get going, a few things to go over, and then we can get crocheting. So the first thing is, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you're having a great Friday. And yeah, I hope your day is as wonderful as you are. If you like what's going on here and you think it's really cool and you want it to keep happening, there are a few ways you can support this channel. The first way is the freest, easiest, cheapest way, which is just like this video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss it when we come out with new videos. I do new live streams every Friday, usually at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is the current time. But in the future, we're going to be changing that up. So our next live stream actually is going to be next Thursday. Now, I totally messed up. I put a vote last live stream to find like what day we should do our next live stream. And this Monday, I realized I totally forgot that I was supposed to have my dad over to help me out with things. So I wasn't able to do it this Monday. So instead, we're going to the second highest voted day, which was Thursday at, I think it was like 8 p.m. So I think it's going to be a night stream, which will be really nice for our international people as well. And honestly, for me too, because I am a super night owl. So I actually really like nighttime live streams. So that'll be pretty fun, I think. 1 second. I am just viewing a few things. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay, other ways you can support this channel if you really like what's going on here. If you want to support monetarily, well, that would be really cool. You don't have to, but it would be awesome if you did. There's a few ways you can support monetarily. You can support with a Club Crochet membership. That's probably the best, easiest way to support. You can get early access to future patterns, access to the exclusive library. We're just about done adding on Saint Buffin from our roll for crochet, so this pattern will be up on the library, as well as like the 300 something patterns that are already in the library. So yeah, if you want to get a Club Crochet membership, really cool. You get a free trial, see if it's something you're interested in, cancel it at any time, all that fun stuff. You can learn more at clubcrochet.com. From that site, you can also find our kits, our merch, our patterns. We have quite a lot of different things. We have games. You can get Lava Run, our board game where you can actually crochet a bunch of dinosaurs and help them escape a volcano. We have another game that I'm working on that I was supposed to announce today, but I didn't finish the announcement stuff in time because I got really in my head this week. But I'll figure that out. Let's see. Anything else that I wanted to say there? Oh, and pre-order our book. Our book's coming out in September. Our first book, Crochet Goomies, coming out September. Very exciting. You can learn more at thegoomies.com. Look how cool this guy is. Isn't that neat? I'm so excited to figure out the mouth mechanics again with you. That'll be really fun. Because it's a really weird little, like, I can feel the mouth mechanics, but it's really hard to show you. There's like a tube for my tongue, for my thumb that's right here, and then obviously like the mouth, and then there's like a bunch of stuffing on the head that just holds my hand down so it's easier to open and close. So it's actually a pretty cool puppet. Anyhow, we didn't get any pre-orders between now and last week, but if anybody wants to pre-order today for our new book, I'll add coins to our little giveaway thing here. If this fills up, we're going to give away some crochet. And if you are in the live stream right now and you have already pre-ordered the book, go ahead and give a shout out whenever you want to, and I'll add some coins to this for you. Add some extra coins if you are already pre-ordered the book. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. Now let's talk about what you need to crochet along with us if you'd like to crochet. So, like I said, we're making our fun little puppet here. And what do you need to crochet this? Well, I'm using all worsted weight yarn and 100% cotton. It's my favorite kind of yarn to use in general for amigurumi. But this puppet especially, it's really nice because it really shows off the stitches, but gives it a very dense, malleable, I guess is a good word, feel to it. So if this was like wool, it would maybe not hold its shape as much as it does when it's cotton. So I do suggest using some worsted weight cotton yarn if you would like to for these puppets. I think it's really nice because it just shows the stitches and everything really nicely. Because I'm using worsted weight cotton yarn, I'm using our very special Club Crochet Amigurumi cotton yarn. This one was made, I believe, with like lily sugar and cream. So it's going to be really fun to make some with our more vibrant Club Crochet Amigurumi cotton yarn. It's going to make it a little bit bigger and a little bit more clean looking, I think, which is going to be really fun. Yeah, that's really weird, Kaylin. I still have not gotten an email from you. Let me finish my intro and then I'll talk to you, Kaylin. So that's our yarn that we're going to be using. Because we're using worsted weight cotton yarn, we're going to be using a size G 4mm crochet hook. Favorite size hook to use with this yarn. But if you're using a larger yarn, like you're using blanket yarn, you're going to want to use a larger crochet hook. In fact, I think last episode I made a promise that if anybody makes one of these puppets with blanket yarn, so it's a gigantic puppet, I will give you a free year to Club Crochet membership. So if you want to make one that's gigantic, send me a picture because that would be really cool. And the first person to do so will get a free membership. Let's see, what else did I want to say? You'll need some safety eyes, you'll need some stuffing. But today we're pretty much just going to be needing the yarn and the crochet hook because we're making most of the body today. When we do sew things together, I'm going to be using worsted weight, a darning needle like this. This is called a crimped end darning needle. It helps to get in and out of hard to reach stitches. Highly recommended. Everything you see here is available in our shop as well. Great way to support this channel is just to buy the things that we got. Okay, and already we've made the arms ears, and nose. These patterns are on the website right now. You can find them at clubcrochet.com/goblin. Shout out to our moderator Cooper, who has been helping us write all these patterns down. Super big thanks to Coop. You rock. And yeah, he's just helping make everything accessible for anybody while we're in this challenge. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. Let me know if I'm forgetting anything. And I think maybe let's get crocheting. 1 second, I'm gonna move my microphone. There we go. Okay, I just tried to like angle it a little bit better, so hopefully the sound, hold on, I'm gonna move it just a little bit more. Whatever, that'll work. Okay, I think that's everything I want to talk about. Yes, if you make it big enough, you can wear this puppet as a costume. That is a fact. And then also, while we're live streaming today, obviously I'm going to go through the pattern and explain the different stitches as I go. But this is not for beginners. So if you are a complete beginner, I do not suggest you start with this. Start with something easier, like our pet rock pattern that you can find at clubcrochet.com or on our YouTube channel. This will teach you how to crochet. And it's probably a good one to get just an understanding of the basics of crochet before you go and make something giant like a puppet. I think that's everything I want to say. Okay. And yeah, like I said, live stream chat, we're going to be talking with the chat. If you're watching this after the fact, join our live stream so that you can join in with the chat. That would be really cool. But obviously it's available for viewing afterwards as well. Okay, gosh, I love these arms. I think they're so freaking stubby and cute, and I love them. Look, he looks like he's plotting. Yes, Smithers, yes. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Will there be a digital version of the book? Yes, Crochet Gummies will absolutely be digital. It'll be in a bunch of different languages as well. It is cheaper to be digital as well if you want to purchase it digitally. And there's even, if you buy it, the physical version of the book, you also get a code that will untangle all of the patterns from the book on the website too. So that's kind of a cool thing. You buy it. You buy the physical book, you put the code in on the website, and then you have all of the digital designs as well. So there's a bunch of ways to kind of get this book, which is going to be really exciting. Again, comes out September 22nd. September 22nd. Put it in your calendars. Tell everybody. Everybody's got to know. Jack, tell everybody. September 22nd. Our book's coming out. Get it. Okay, bye. All right, let's get crocheting now. Okay, so we made all these bits and bops. We're just gonna put these ones a bit to the side here. While I was editing the pictures, I realized I wasn't really keeping the middle ground of the stream open for photography, which is really important for after the fact. So I'm gonna try to keep more of a blank space in the center area. We're also writing down just some really rough notes on what we're doing as we go. I will say the body is going to be significantly easier for us to crochet. Also, I think a lot of people pre-ordered it. So let me go ahead and add some coins here for anybody that pre-ordered. So this is for Mr. Koopa. This one is for Miss Kristen. Thank you, Kristen. We got, I believe... Hold on. Is there a substitute for the foam? You don't have any. Yeah, you can totally make it without the foam. Twiz, thank you for your support. Whoa, this one's cool. It says like, I think it says Gucci. Ah! I lost it. I don't know where that button went. Here's a different one. We'll find that Gucci button later. I believe we have support from Tina. Thank you so much, Tina. We got, I did Kristen. If I'm missing you, feel free to let me know. Alana, thank you so much. And I think Celia? I believe Celia? Well, anyhow, let me know if you did, and we'll add more coins to this. We're getting pretty close to doing a new giveaway. Okay. So the top of our head. Now we're starting from the top of this head down. We're starting. This part's gonna be pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. This is like a nice kind of like break from making the arms and stuff. And the hard part's going to be like putting everything together. But the crochet part here is going to be actually pretty easy. It increases pretty steadily. I just looked at this right before the stream started. It looks like we start with 6 stitches and then go straight up. So we're just increasing by 6 each round. I believe 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 12. Yeah. So, oh wait, did I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, actually, wait, hold on. I actually might be wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Ooh, I'm glad I actually counted. I just assumed I did it by 6s, but I didn't. I started with just 5 stitches. Maybe did I mess that up? 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Wow, look at you pass, Louie. That's a weird. That is not what I do normally. So I'm very glad I looked at that a little closer. So it looks like we started with 5 stitches, which is strange for a crochet of mine. But you know, it's not unheard of, and we're increasing it up by 5 stitches for like 10 rounds in a row. So we're going 5, increasing with each stitch for 10, and then going 1 single crochet, 1 increase to go up to 15, and then 20, and then 25, and then 30. I think 35 up here. Then 40. I believe we're going to 45. It looks like we're going to go all the way up to 50. Let's count that round of 50 stitches just to make sure our stitch count is going to be correct. So I'm going to follow this stitch count back. And this is how I usually do, like trying to, what is it called? Re-engineer patterns. I'll look back at my stitches in a little bit closer detail. So we're going to go from here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what we thought. Okay. So we're hoping that this goes up to 40. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Or sorry, 50. That's what we're going for. So that's 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, oops, hold on, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 38, 39, 40, 2, 3, 4. Yes, okay, 50 stitches. We're going like that. Okay, easy. Not too complicated, a little weird. Very, very glad that I looked at that. But let's go ahead and get crocheting now. I'm just going to keep using the yarn that we had for our ears and arms, and then we're going to replace it with a new ball once we run out. So let's get crocheting here. Yeah, who even am I? That is very strange for me to do. Very strange for me to do. Oh, yes! Oh my gosh, Cooper and... wait, I think I might have already done Cooper. Well, just to be safe. Cooper and Zoe. Wait. You deserve this one, Zoe. Hold on. This is a... Oh, wait, no, I got some special... Hold on, I just got some special new buttons. This is for Cooper. I don't know if I already added one for Cooper, but this is a double one for Cooper if I did. Thank you, Coop. And then this one's for Zoe. Jules just got me these really cool fancy buttons. She went and got buttons the other day, and I said, get me some, please. And so, Zoe, we're going to add this very special golden shell button for you. Why do you get the golden shell? Because you're amazing and you deserve it. Also, how funny would these be at a later time for us to use as little, like, bra, like a shell bra for a goblin or something? That would be so funny. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Again, if you are in the chat and I did not add a coin for you, please let me know. Okay. So we're going to start with 5 stitches. I guess I should use a stitch marker for this pattern. So this is for the head. And you know what? Let me just write this down. Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So it's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 530. This will help me keep track of where I'm at too. 50. So we're going to do all the way up to round 10 to increase all the way up to 50 stitches. And then I think it's like just single crochets for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rounds after that. So 11 to 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Duh. 15 will also be 50 stitches. All right. So that gets us started for today. And we'll write that in. Cool. So I'll put this to the side so I can keep track of where I'm at. All right, back to it. Round 1, we're just single crocheting 5 times into the magic loop. Now, like I said, I'm not going to go through extreme detail for how to crochet this pattern in this video. However, I will say, for this first round, you want to crochet it loosely if we're only doing 5 stitches, because it's kind of hard to get into those stitches for round 2 if you're not crocheting it relatively loosely. I forgot to put a stitch marker because I don't usually use them. Hold on. I usually have some extra yarn. There we go. Hey, guess what, guys? I got my spot for Gen Con. If you don't know, if you are a board game person, and you're in America, we have a few giant game conventions here. One of which is called Gen Con, that is in Indianapolis. It's at the end of July. So July, I think it's like July 29th to August 1st or something like that. And it's a really big convention. I'm very excited. It's going to be my first time going to it. So if anybody's going to it, I heard it's very chaotic and crazy and big. So I don't know if I'll be able to see you there. But if anybody does end up going to this convention or just happens to be going to this convention, let me know. I would love to say hello. Yeah, that would be really cool. Actually, that would mean a lot to me if anybody actually is out there that just happens to be going. All right, I'm on round 2, by the way. I'm using this yellow yarn as our stitch marker as we go, just to keep track of where the ends of the rounds are, which will probably help, I guess, whatever. And then, like I said, round 2, we're just increasing it up from 5 to 10 by doing an increasing each stitch. The first 10 rounds here are going to be pretty straightforward if you're used to crocheting amigurumi. We're basically just increasing it up every round by 5 stitches, and we're separating those increases out by 1 single crochet for every round. So what I mean is we just finished round 2 there. I'll pull my stitch marker up, and we're going to move to round 3, and round 3 we're going to do 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So after this, we're just going to keep adding 1 single crochet between increases so that the increases grow kind of like steadily, basically is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Is there a substitute for the foam? Yeah, honestly, the substitute for the foam is just stuffing. Jules added that foam in there for their body because she didn't like the idea the stuffing like falling out, or like it just felt weird for her to have the stuffing. But yeah, you can just use stuffing instead of foam. You don't have to use foam at all. The only place where there is foam is in that body part. So like it's just right here is the foam. And you don't need it. Like this could all just be stuffing. It's just to keep the body like more rigid, you know? But yeah, Jules used this Goblin puppet for a Jack Gurgle. She used it for an audition like months ago. She auditioned for Fraggle Rock, which is a if you don't know what Fraggle Rock is, you gotta learn because it's the coolest thing ever. Fraggle Rock is a Jim Henson show. By the way, we just finished that round. We're going up again. We just finished round 3, so we're up to round 4 now. Fraggle Rock is a show where, like, it's from the Jim Henson Studios, and they, I don't know. It's just it's a puppet show. And so Jules was auditioning for a stage version, like a Broadway stage version of it. She didn't get the part, but she did get to perform on the Charlie Chaplin studio, or like stage or whatever here in California, which is a big deal. Like it's a very famous stage, and she got to perform in front of the guy who made Avenue Q, which was huge because Jules did Avenue Q twice. In San Francisco, she was part of Avenue Q twice. So, yeah, it was just a really cool. It was a really cool event for her, but it was really cool also for me because Jack Gurgle got to perform in front of Jim Henson Studios, which is like, oh my gosh, how cool is that? So very cool, very cool. I know, right? It would be so cool. Okay, so by the way, Kaylin, yeah, I don't know why, but I'm not getting any of your emails. I don't know why, though. They must be going to my spam or something. So, I'm trying to think. Do you want to just message me? Why don't you DM me on Instagram, Kaylin? You can find me on either at Louie's Loops or, at Club Crochet. Just message me there and let me know where you message me in this chat right now. And then after the live stream, I'll go over there and help you out. I'm so sorry that I haven't been, and I totally forgot, of course, because whenever I turn off the live stream, my brain turns into mush because I've just been under a hot light trying to crochet and talk at the same time. And so I turn into a big slug man, and I just puddle up on the couch with Jimbo for a little bit to recharge my batteries. All right, we're about to finish. I believe this is round 5. Let me do some counting here. I just got a weird invite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so we just finished round 5. And we're at 25 stitches around, so we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. And now we're increasing it up again. So pretty easy. We just finished 25 stitches around. Now we're going up to 30. And again, like the increasing is pretty steady. I think the reason why I increased it up by 5 instead of increasing it by 6 is because I wanted a softer, like rounder head. I'm pretty sure that's why I did that. So just for the non-professional crocheters out there that haven't made a whole bunch of crochet patterns, usually I increase by 6 stitches. Usually I start with 6 stitches in the round, and then I increase up every round by 6 stitches, which will give you a pretty round shape, but it will, especially at this size, make it really flat. So see how it's got like a curve going on to the head there? It's got like this natural kind of like dome shape. If I did it by 6 stitches, this would be a lot flatter, which is I'm pretty sure why I did that originally. And I'm trying to find a piece that'll show off like how flat a full rounded shape would be. I guess I don't really have something. I mean, the thing is you can kind of like adjust for that roundness by doing rounds of single crochets instead. But I think I just didn't want to avoid it, or didn't want to deal with that, I'm guessing, when I first designed this. I don't know. It's been so long. I don't really remember why I designed things a certain way when I did this, but it totally worked out. So, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It should be interesting. Nicole, hello. How is Jimbo doing? He is doing much better. Thank you so much for asking there. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, Jimbo was pretty sick for a while there. It turns out he has like a really bad GI intestinal problem. By the way, we're on round 7 now. 2, 3. Yeah, we're on round 7. I think. Yeah. Yeah, he has like a really bad like GI problem. So we basically changed his whole diet, and I got this fancy. This is so funny. I got this fancy like what's it called? Hold on, scale. Like for weighing yourself, and it goes under the cat litter box. And what it does is it lets you it knows when a cat goes to the bathroom, and it knows what kind of bathroom that cat went. So it goes like, oh, Jimbo went to the bathroom, he went poop, this is how heavy he was before, here's how heavy he is afterwards. And it's a really good way to like keep track of your cats and be like, uh-oh, they're going to the bathroom too much, or this one hasn't gone to the bathroom for a while. So I'm actually pretty it's super nerdy, but I'm actually like really happy with it, because it just so much more peace of mind of being like, oh my gosh, because that's what happened before, is we didn't know that Jimbo hadn't gone to the bathroom in like a week. Like, it was a long time, so he was just really blocked up. So that's why he got like really sick, because of that. He lost a bunch of weight really fast, he stopped eating, he was throwing up, and it was all because he wasn't going to the bathroom, and I didn't even know that. So this new scale thing has definitely given a lot of peace of mind, and just making us both like, whew, okay, we can know, we can monitor. The issue is, though, this is so funny, I'm telling you all this cat stuff. Sorry for those out there that don't care at all, but I don't know. For some reason, sometimes it's fun to hear about other people's lives and things like that. But anyhow, the problem is, when we did this litter box thing, Jules was like, my wife was like, can we do a second litter box? Because I think that's the problem, is that there's not 2 litter boxes. I was like, sure, we can do a second litter box. I just hate doing a second litter box, because I'm the one that does all the litter. Me and Jules made an agreement where she would do all the dishes if I do all the litter, which honestly, I do not know which of those deals is better. Is it? I don't know, because I have to say, I hate doing dishes. It's just something I'm really bad at, and I really don't like doing it. But I also don't love doing the litter, but I'm better at doing that. Anyhow, the problem is, we got 2 litter boxes, and now the cats are switching off. And they're like, well, now I'll go to this one, and now I'll go to that one. So I either have to get another one of these little scale things, or just like deal with the fact that it's just a weird, stupid little issue. But anyhow, yeah, I love talking about my cats. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, dishes are the bane of your existence. I agree with that. Jules really hates litter, though, and also, low key, she's really bad at doing the litter too. So I'm kind of like, I don't really want her to do the litter because she kind of messes it up a lot. So it's kind of like a win-win situation, and I keep that stuff clean. So it's just nice knowing what your duties are too in the house, you know. Haha, my duty is duty. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're on round 9. By the way, if you're crocheting along with me. By the way, hello, Stitched Fan. That's name is not Stitched Fan anymore, but Nation of Crochet. I know it's you. If you didn't know, Nation of Crochet is in the chat right now, and they've been a fan for a long time. They used to be going by Stitched Fan, but they're starting their own crochet enterprise called Nation of Crochet, and they make very cute little goblins and stuff like that. So, anyhow. Hey dude, welcome. Alright. We are still crocheting on here. So I was taking pictures this week for my my collectible card game that I haven't technically announced yet. And oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun with it. The art is so... Everything's just getting really polished in the game. So I'm really excited to share it. I'm obviously extraordinarily nervous to share this project because it's just unlike anything that I've ever really done before. So I'm very nervous about that. And I just don't want to look like a fool. So I'm really trying to put in as much effort into it as possible. Shout out to everybody out there who has helped me test this game out. You have been so helpful. And I have recreated a lot of the game, since a lot of people that are maybe in the chat right now that have tested it, I kind of like reworked parts of this to make it a lot easier and more fun to play. So I'm very excited about that. And this week, hold on, 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Finished round 9. Now we're on to round 10. where this is going to be the last round of our increasing up, and then we're just going to do 5 rounds of just single crochets after this round. So one of the problems that I keep finding in this game, which you don't even know about because I haven't announced it, is that it's kind of complicated. I'm in such a weird position because this game is so... Okay, I'm just going to like rip off some band-aids here of things that I maybe shouldn't be talking about because it's not technically announced yet, but I just want to talk to you about it. Because, I mean, people know, if you're in this live stream chat, you know I'm much more... I'm very bad at keeping secrets in the live stream. So if you're watching these live streams, it's kind of like a behind the scenes, and you get to like hear all the little things that I think about my projects and stuff that I don't usually share with everybody. But anyhow, so I'm in this really weird position. So this game, it's a collectible card game. It's almost a trading card game, but it's not a trading card game because I don't want there to be like a pay to win structure. So if you don't know, in most trading card games like Pokemon or Magic or stuff like that, it's kind of like a pay to play. So and it kind of encourages scalpers, and I really don't want that for my game. So like basically in those games, like you can buy booster packs and stuff, and you might get a super rare card that's so powerful, and then like if you play the game against someone that has one of these super rare cards, it's going to be pretty much impossible to beat them because that card is so strong. And I really don't want that to happen. I want there to be like fun competitiveness, and I don't want there to be a chase for powerful cards, but I do want there to be rarities, and I want there to be like, ooh, look at this special card I got. So the way I'm doing that is there's a type of card game called a living card game, which is technically a trademarked phrase, so we're not using that for this game, but it's very similar. It's also called an expandable card game, and essentially what it is every time, like every so often, a new set will come out for this game, and like, so for ours, for example, there's going to be like 50 characters when the game first launches, and then like after that, maybe like 6 months or so down the line, I'll launch another 50 characters and stuff like that. Sorry, by the way, we just finished round 10. Now we're on to round 11. So rounds 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So 5 rounds here are just going to be single crocheted in each stitch around. And I'm just going to hold this out like this to get a quick shot of it. That looks pretty good. Nice. So anyhow, I don't remember where I left off. Blah blah blah. Oh, it's okay. So yeah, so every so often I'll come out with a new set of characters for this game, and those sets will be available in decks. So you could buy like the full deck of characters, and it'll come with every character in that set. And then within those decks, there's going to be holographics and full art versions. So there's going to be like rarities in the type of cards, but not in the cards themselves. So like, for example, let me show you one really quick. So this is an old version of the card, but here's one of the cards, for example. So in the full, there's going to be like, here you can see the little star in the corner of the card. So there's going to be 4 different star versions, and that's going to be like how rare the cards get. So the first star is going to be like this card. There's no holographics, there's just like art on a card. And then the second star is going to be this, but it's going to have holographic elements, so it'll be shiny. Then the third card is going to have full art, so it's going to be like a full different kind of art, and it's going to be full from top to bottom art. And then the fourth rarity is going to be full art with holographics. So anyhow, I don't even know why I went through all that. But this week I've been really like honing in what this game is and stuff. And oh, I remember, dude, I totally went off track. Wow. Sorry. I know I'm like super scatterbrained, but I'm having fun talking to you. So I hope that this is not too you know, in the weeds and stuff. So thank you for listening. Yes, Cooper. Yes, we totally need to make a character that has that's a white dragon with blue eyes. I agree. That's so funny. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. This game is I'm in a very unique position, and I don't know if it's necessarily a good position or a bad position to be in. But basically, the spot that I'm in is I am making a game that needs to be both approachable for new gamers that have never played games before and have never played trading card games before, because a huge part of this audience is going to be people that crochet, and I can't necessarily guarantee that anybody that's crocheted also knows how to play games. You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of people that are playing this game for the first time, or playing games in general for the first time, and this is their first experience of that. So I need it to have a relatively simple version of the game so that people can be comfortable playing it. Then also, simultaneously, I need this game to be competitive. I need there to be strategy and competition for this game, because another huge part of this audience is board game players, but even more specific, trading card game players. And trading card game players really like challenges. They like strategy, they like being able to play it. So there needs to be complexity in this game that is beyond the simpleton. Simpleton, that's the wrong way to say it, but you know what I mean. There needs to be complex strategy to this game as well. So I need to ride this perfect line that's right in between complicated, strategic, and simple, easy to learn. And I think this week I figured out a big part of that puzzle, which is basically I don't think I'm going to be changing the rules to my game anymore than I've already changed them. I think it's more I'm going to explain the game a little bit different, and I'm going to kind of strip down the rules a little bit and take out some of the more complex rules for first-time players to just make it a little bit easier to pick up the game and learn the basics about oh, these are what the stats are, and here's where your health is, and here's what happens when you roll a 5, things like that. So it's been a very it's just been an interesting week for that, of just game designing and trying to figure this out. And then also this week I've been doing so much art, so much art. I wish I could share my screen. I don't know how to do that right now. I don't know how to do that right now during this live stream, but I made some full art for some of the characters this week, and they look so good. I was like, oh my god, Louis, you are getting good at this. Some of them look so cool. And I know, I really do know that a lot of people that are picking up this game are really, really, really gonna like the art, which is for some people, that's everything for a trading card game. They don't care about the game part at all. They just care about the art and the cards, and they like fancy cards and shiny cards and stuff. And these cards are looking really, really, really cool, and I'm very excited about that. One sec. Just gotta turn on the fan. Yeah, so I'm just getting really excited about it, and hopefully we're gonna be announcing it. I'm hoping next week. I need to meet with my with the company that I'm running this on. It's going to be on BackerKit again, and so I need to talk with them this week so that I can get everything set up in the right way, because I want to make it so that people that join into the campaign early will get special cards and stuff, and then people that pre-ordered the book are going to get a very special extra bonus card if they also get the game. So that's the plan. It's going to be I'm trying to make it so that there's a lot of different ways that people can support this project, depending on how they want to. If they just want to get the booster pack, or if they want to be crazy and get every super rare card and stuff. I want to give options for everybody. And then I also want to basically say thank you to anybody that has supported me in the past in other ways. So, okay, new ball of yarn. Look at this. We're out of yarn for this guy, which is no problem. Look at this cute little yarmulke we've made. Wow, isn't that great? Here we go. Ready? New ball of yarn. You know what happens when we open a new ball of Club Crochet yarn? It goes like this. Just does that naturally. It comes, I think it's in the wrapping. I'm not really sure. It might be the yarn itself that's making that noise. It might be the wrapping. You'd think I'd know that because I'm part of the manufacturing process, but I don't know, man. I just don't know. It was just natural. Green yarn. Oh, hey, also, anybody out there that is, ooh. Man, my jaw is cracking. Anybody out there who is... I've totally lost track of what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. Anybody out there who really wants to support, who wants to get the yarn for Club Crochet, I've got good news, which is that me and Jimmy, Jimmy, by the way, is our website developer for Club Crochet. So it's really just me and Jimmy on the team, and then there's someone named Heather who helps with all the emails, and then someone named Nicole who helps us who just really helps me just talk things through sometimes, and then Cooper is also someone that helps. Cooper and Zoe are moderators, and then Cooper also helps with adding patterns to the website and stuff. Anyhow, shout out to everybody that helps make Club Crochet a thing. You are the best in the world. I could not do this without you. But there's not many of us. So if you like what's going on here and you think it's cool, like, supporting this channel goes a really long way. It all goes right back into the website and into the business. So yeah, if you want to support, we can get more people to help out, and that would be super helpful. But I don't remember where I was going with that. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy is building a way for us to sell the yarn. So we're making these new, we're working on a new option for people to basically pick and choose and make their own crochet kits, is what we're designing right now. So it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to have a way so that people can get so you can finally buy the yarn. That's the big thing, is that I wanted a way for people to buy the yarn. We don't have that much left in inventory right now, so we're just going to do a small test run and see how it goes over with everybody. And it'll probably be only available for members at first, and then we'll change that later on. But anyhow, the yarn is going to be available for sale soon, and I'm very excited about that. And I've been considering naming the colors of the yarn. That's my kind of problem right now, is they kind of just have names, so that I just gave them names. So for example, this is sage green. Hold on, I just realized I should probably count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh no, okay, we're good. All right, we're good. So this is called sage green, and then we have there's just gray, and there's brown, and there's jute. But I kind of want to name the colors a little bit. I don't know. What do you think, chat? Do you think we should be giving their names to each yarn? Should this be Goblin green or Jack Gurgle green? I don't know if I like that. That might be a little too not helpful. I don't know. I'm just kind of starting to consider giving them names, especially if we're going to start selling them with color packs and stuff. And I'm curious of what you think as well. Gurgle green, says Twiz. I like that. Yeah. Oh, you imagine the yarn would make the sound ooh? Yeah, that would have been good too. I thought it could be kind of fun to get the community to kind of name the yarns for us. So we can all name it together. I'm trying to make more, I don't know, we're just trying to make more ways for the community to participate in Club Crochet and stuff. So it's been fun. It's been fun. Alright, we are just about done. I think I need one more round after this. And then we're gonna start, we're gonna make a separation for the mouth. Yeah, and just a round or two. We're about halfway through today's live stream, by the way. So if you haven't yet, please like this video down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, all that fun stuff. Share this with a friend who you think might also enjoy these live streams. And then our next live stream is going to be on a Thursday at 8 p.m. So don't forget, if you hit that little bell icon, you'll get notified when we're doing those live streams. But I'll also send out an email next week before the live stream to just like, hey, just so you know, there's a live stream going on in a few minutes. All right, so we're on our last round of what we have figured out so far. So after this round, we're going to have to go back to our final jack and look at how I did the mouth and see where I, like what I did basically. I'm pretty sure it's just chaining and then slip stitches. Something like that. So we'll look after this. But we're making some real progress. I am actually kind of surprised that this is crocheting up so quickly. I was a little expecting this to be like 5 live streams worth, but I think we're going to finish this by our 3rd live stream. So that's pretty exciting. I mean, maybe not. I also think that we should maybe customize this goblin a little bit. Give them maybe, so they're not exactly Jack Gurgle. We could give them like some special features, but I don't know. I'm curious of what you think there. Maybe change their hair, give them different eyebrows or something. It'd be really fun if we keep doing these puppet live streams where I make a different puppet every now and then. It'd be really fun to do one that has like inner mechanics so that I could like open and close the eyes, or maybe one so that I could like move the eyebrows. That would be so cool. I don't really know how to do that though, so I might need to find a friend that can help with like, I don't know, something there. Something or another. Alright, so we're just about done with this round. Okay. There we go. So that's going to be the end of round 15. Now before I get going on to our next rounds, we need to look at our pattern. But even before I do that, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. So I'll be right back. Give me just a sec. We're gonna switch it to, hold on. I have a special one just for this. This one.
Yeah. Be right back.
All right, we're back. Jimbo, I think, is about to join us. Hello, Jimbo. Yes, do you want to say hi? Yeah? Okay, 1 second. Jimbo wants to say hello. Oh. Say hi. Oh, he's gonna sneeze. You feeling sneezy? Yeah. Oh, I love you too. So hopefully Jimbo won't be too crazy today, but he says hello to everybody. Jean Gurgle? Oh my gosh, that'd be so fun. We should make it a girl. Oh yeah, he could be. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't assume Jack's gender. Okay, buddy. Why don't you want to sit over here? Why don't you lay down? Oh, nasty. Sorry, 1 second. Jimbo just sneezed really bad. I gotta clean this up. Ew. Dang, dude. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Let me just show you. I won't show you the sneeze, but let me just show you. It was straight up this much booger. This much booger. Like a glob of booger just came out of my cat. That's crazy, dude. Yeah, it was. You okay? You feeling better? Yeah, you sound better. That was a really big sneeze, my boy. Hey. We're not biting this yarn. We should have added some of that booger into this yarn. Yeah. So that you could have given Jack some booger. He probably would have loved that. They heard you sneeze from there. You're crazy, dude. You're an artist. You're an artist. Okay. All right, let's get back to the pattern. We are on round 16. So we're going to have to write this down. And we need to make the mouth here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is where this is where we just finished up. So what we want to do is we're gonna do. That's the last stitch is right there. So hold on, I need another. We'll use this. Are you gonna sneeze in here? Don't sneeze over here, because if you do that, you're gonna get booger in my yarn, and that's not okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 single crochets. That makes sense. You know, you want it to be even. And then we're going to skip a bunch of stitches and do a bunch of chains. So how many stitches are we skipping first? So it's 10 single crochets, and we're skipping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, perfect. We're skipping 20 stitches. So 10 single crochets, skipping 20 stitches. How many chains do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, so we're adding 5 more stitches in. That's pretty easy. That's pretty easy. Okay, so in that case, oh, and then, I'm sorry, and then we need to count the stitches at the end. I'm pretty sure it's just single crochets, but let's just count. Will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. So single crochets to the end. Okay, look at Jack getting his acupuncture here. Isn't that great? All right. So in that case, let's put it over here. Round 16 is going to be 10 single crochets, chain 25, skip 20, single crochet 20. Okay, so that's going to be round 16. That's actually not too crazy. I think it's pretty easy. And basically what that's going to do is it's going to leave a big open mouth, which is where we're going to put, obviously, the puppet parts. Oh my gosh, Tina, thank you so much for the support. This is... Hey, Jack. Jack, wake up. Oh, Tina. Wow, 5. What do you even call that? I don't know. It's like Denmark money. DKK. DKK. Denmark crusty currency. Yum! Thank you. Thank you for the support, Tina. I super appreciate that. Big appreciation. Thank you for the support. All right, let's go ahead, throw this stitch marker up, and we're going to work now on to round 16. All right, round 16 again is going to be 10 single crochets to start it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still hear Jimbo huffing and puffing. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then... Sorry, it was 10 single crochets. That's right. That's perfect. And then it was chain 25. So we got to count. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. All right. So 10 single crochets. Hold on, we gotta hold this out. Get that out of the way. 10 single crochets and then chain 25 like that. Here, I'll just hold it like this. Let me get this yarn out of the way. Okay. 25 chains. And then next it's going to be skip 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. And then we're going to single crochet into the 21st stitch. Right there. And Jimbo, my boy, this... Stop it. Okay. So skipping 20. We're in our 21st stitch there. I want to make sure that the chain is not twisted. It's not. Good. And then we'll just start single crocheting from there. Like that. And then it's just going to be 20 more single crochets to get to the end. So 3, 4, 5. Good boy. Jimbo's going into his beanbag chair. We like that. We like that. We like the Jimbo in his beanbag. Alright. So we're just about done with this round. Pretty easy round there. And 10. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to have this weird little, it kind of looks like a frog mouth. It's giving a little bit of Kermit the Frog, which is perfect, actually. We always want a Kermit the Frog vibe. Here, let's see if I can get a good shot. Good, like, if it's down like this, you know, so that we can get a good picture of it. So that you can really see what's going on here. I'm going to hide this stitch marker in there, too. So something like that. Yeah, so it's a little helmet right now. I wonder if Jack could wear this as a helmet. Is that too macabre? To have Jack wear the empty skull of another? Let's find out. Jack, can this fit on your head? He looks like he's got a little army helmet on. It's funny. Alright. So that's the end of that round. Alright, next round is going to be round 17. And now 17, I believe it's just going to be single crochets all the way across. And this lip part, yeah, we're going to add this lip. So that it's going to look a little strange, but we're going to add this bottom lip at a later point. And then Looks like that gets sewn on into the inside as well. Yeah. Okay. So I believe this is just single crochets for this bottom, from here on. So let's count it around. Oh no, we did count this actually. Yeah. So it's just single crochets, and then I just want to make sure. Let's go like 3 rounds up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna go up to this round right here, because I'm pretty sure it's just single crochets all the way, pretty much to the end here. So I just want to count my stitches. There should be 55 stitches, I believe, in this round, if I have it correct. So we'll put our needle here to track it. Just do a quick count there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Pretty quick. 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2. Okay, so there's 25. 9, 30. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 45. There should be 10 more to get to the end. 6. Yep, 55. Okay, so it is. It's just single crochets all the way. It looks like we go. So from this round, I mean, this round is just going to be single crocheting, but into the chains. And then after that round, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hold on, there's decreasing up here somewhere. I saw it. There. It's all the way up there. I think 15 rounds of single crochets after this. So that's pretty good. That's a lot of single crochets. All right, so let's go ahead and just do our round of single crochets now. So this is going to be round 17. And so round 17 is going to be single crochet into each stitch and chain around. So we're going to make sure to work into those chains. And there should be 55 stitches total. Okay, sorry about all that. Thank you for sticking with me there. All right, see you later, Nation of Crochet. And that should be 10 right there. Oops. Nice. And then I'm just gonna go in these top loops. 11, 12, and we're gonna be not like too cautious, but we're not gonna be too crazy here. Would this be a fun crochet kit? Would anybody buy this as a crochet kit? Be real with me. You don't have to lie. You don't have to say just yes because you like Louie and you like the channel. But let me put a poll out real quick. Would you buy this crochet kit? So I'm just going to put a yes, no, or a maybe. Let's assume, let's see, if it's going to be around 3 balls of yarn, maybe 4 balls of yarn with the brown. So it'll probably be around like a $30 crochet kit, maybe a little bit more. So would you buy it if it was like, let's say it was $35, maybe 40. Would you buy that as a crochet kit? I'm curious. I think I might, personally, just because, like, you know, like a Woobles kit is 40, which is frickin' insane to me. But that just makes, like, a little doodad. Which is crazy to me that people pay that kind of money for those kits. But it does put it into perspective. Alright. So after this round, by the way, after we do, I think we'll do this round and then maybe like 5 more rounds of just single crochets. And then I think we should add the face pieces and then we'll call it today. And then when we come back next stream, we'll start doing the puppet mechanisms on the inside. which are actually pretty easy to make. So it's not too, not gonna be that difficult to add the puppet parts, which is something I really like about this pattern. You actually don't need, maybe I might have used some glue to keep in the mouth part, but I actually think it's pretty, I mean, I don't really like using hot glue. So I think that we'll use a little bit of glue just to keep the felt onto the like cardboard mouth part, but like we don't need to get too crazy with it. All right, so that should be 25 chains there. You can see how it's kind of shaping up. It looks small. Okay, this part looks smaller than the top part, but it's not. It's actually 5 stitches bigger, so that when the mouth gets sewn on to it, it should close pretty good. But it just looks like it's kind of getting pulled in right now. But we're gonna stretch it out a little bit better, so you can kind of see how it's. Here, let me show you on the side there. So you kind of see how that's looking. So this is at the end of round 17 there. Well, they're not done with round 7. You know what? Let me finish round 17 and then I'll do that picture real quick. This is fun though. I mean, I hope you're having fun with this. I don't know how many people are actually crocheting. Is anybody in the chat actually crocheting along with us? Are you making your own Jack Gurgle? I wonder. Hello, Emmanuel. Emmanuel is in the other chat. By the way, hello, Nicole. Nicole Maxwell said that their kitty cat buddy had a dental cleaning and had a tooth pulled. Oh, poor baby. But he's doing great now. You know, we've never had any dental problems with our cats, and I think the reason is because I actually buy dental cat food, and I cut it with their other cat food. So I put multiple cat foods together, so they have they get like a hairball kidney helping cat food and this dental food and then I also give them wet food, and I just kind of like I give them wet food separately, but then I put the dry foods together so that they eat them at the same time, and the dental food kind of cleans their teeth. So every time we bring them into the vet's always like, wow, their teeth look so nice. So there's just a little heads up there for anybody watching. Zoe is making rats. Heck yes, you are. That's awesome. All right, let's just hold this out real quick so we can get a quick look at. This is at the end of, again, this is at the end of round 17. I think it's looking pretty good, actually. Yeah, I'm liking that shape. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah. All right, so next up is, so we just finished round 17. Let me just do some math here. In each stitch and chain is going to be 55 stitches total for 17. Okay, so around 18. Let me just do some counting here. Looks like we got rounds. We're going to go all the way up to that round. So that's going to be rounds. This was 17, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, I believe. 31, 32. So for up to around 32. So 18 to 32. What is that? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. 15 rounds. Okay. So 15 rounds of single crochets now. 18 to 32 is going to be 55 stitches per round. 15 rounds. Okay, so rounds 18 to 32, we're just doing single crochets around. So here's what we're going to do for that. Since it's a perfect number like that, I'm going to use a different stitch marker here. So that way we know that's the beginning of our single crochet rounds. So there we go. All right. So let's go ahead, let's see how many we can do. Maybe like 5-ish. Yeah, let's do 5 rounds. Let's see what happens if we do 5 rounds and then we add our face and stuff. I don't know. Maybe it would be smart to do it after we've crocheted all of our rounds. Since we have our face of it, yeah, maybe we should just do all the single crochets here. But that'll probably just be the rest of the stream. I don't know. You have a Ren Fair event tomorrow, and you sold out of rats last week. Oh my gosh, that's so fun, Zoe. Okay, Zoe, I want to know how much do you sell these things for? So, like, how much do you sell goblins for? Because I can imagine at a Ren Fair, goblins go very well, and I'm sure rats go very well too. Things like that. But I'm just curious, how much do these things sell for? Because if I were selling them, I'd sell them for a pretty decent amount. Because that's mostly because I don't like letting things go. But I'm just curious. I've been trying to write some more lore for some new characters for Goomies. I'm trying to get, like, basically I'm trying to really get ahead of schedule here. Oh, dude, Cooper already updated the pattern on the website. So if you are currently crocheting along with us, or you want to crochet this pattern, it is currently updated already. So while we are currently live streaming, it's been updated. So if you want to crochet, check out the pattern at clubcrochet.com/goblin. And this puppet pattern should be there. Thanks, Coop. Yeah, I can imagine I would probably sell goblins for maybe 20. But this is also American. And I know Canadian, like, cost is a little higher. But I can't imagine, I mean, at least 20. I honestly, and at a Ren Fair, I'd go pretty high. Oh, yeah, Kaylin. Dude, that's way underselling your stuff. That's way underselling your stuff. You should sell for more than that. It's hard, though, because we're in a very specific kind of art form, Kaylin, where we're making, like, minis. And they take as long as they do to make big ones, but people are less inclined to spend good money on a little crochet, you know? At least that's what I found in my experience. So, like, even though it takes me, you know, as long to make this big one as it does to make the little ones, like this goblin puppet, you know, this is going to take us, what? We're doing 2-hour sessions each time. It's probably going to take us at least 3, maybe 4 sessions of crochet. So, probably like 8 hours at least of crocheting. And I mean, I'm never going to sell this, but if I did sell it, I'd probably sell this goblin for, like, I mean, it's kind of a one of a kind. I also don't want to make a bunch of these. Let's put it this way. If I charged maybe oh, interesting. Yeah, exactly. It's just really hard to sell them for more, even though they do take more effort and more work. But even if I went for, like, let's say, yeah, like, I mean, minimum 20 an hour. I would probably charge like 30 an hour at least, maybe 40. Especially because I've been doing this for so long. So let's imagine I did it for $30 an hour. And we sold this guy, we did 8 hours. 8 times 3 is 2, so $240 at least. I would probably sell it for $300 though. I would up it probably a decent amount. So I'd probably sell this puppet for maybe like $300. Maybe. But the other problem with this is, like, I don't want to sell it. I don't like selling my projects. I have a really hard time letting go of my pieces because I feel they're so, I don't know, they're each so special and so important to me. So the only way that people get my crochet, like, if you want to own one of the pieces that I've made, there's only a few ways you can do so. One, you can follow me to a bar or some kind of concert or event, because I hide them at pretty much everywhere I go. I'm pretty much always hiding a goblin. 2, be a really good friend, and it be your birthday or something like that. I give them out to friends and I give them out to birthdays. So if it's your birthday and you're my friend or whatever, 3, you can beat me in a game. If you beat me in a game, I'm usually pretty good at like, all right, fine, I'll give you crochet for that. Or 4, giveaways. Because I just don't like to sell them. I like to keep them for giveaways or for giving it to friends and stuff like that. So, yeah. But I don't know. Crochet's tough though. It's tough to give those things out. And it's also really tough because like what we're competing against. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Zoe. You can charge so much more for that big yarn, but it's like, I don't want to make plushies. I want to make cute little goblins. I totally get you. Prisma, thank you so much for the support. Jack. Hey, Jack. Hey. Wake up. We got some, yeah. Prisma. Thank you so much. Is that American $2 bill? Oh my gosh, you barely even ever see those anymore. Thank you. Thank you, Prisma. Super appreciate the support, and as does Jack. Love the big project series. Excited to make Jack. Oh, how cool. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I really need the feedback, actually. So if you do like these longer series, like, give it a shout out because that's important for me to know. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was gonna say, Chirp a little. It's really hard to sell them too because people are just selling these Temu like freaking flowers and stuff that people make, like that companies get straight up slave labor to crochet for them. And so it just kind of like undermines the entire system and how much you can afford to like charge for things because it's just messed up, man. Crocheting has so many weird little problems like that. Like obviously the slave labor is a huge problem because duh. But also like AI is totally messing with crochet now, and there's just so many reasons why crochet is struggling with the current technology and current climate for no reason too. Yeah, the drop shippers, exactly. They should not be allowed. Like honestly, every time I see one at an event, I go to the event coordinator and I say like, hey, this person's selling things, drop shipped stuff made with slave labor. Like, it's pretty gross that you have them here. I almost always tell the people that, because if they don't hear that kind of feedback, then they'll just keep on letting these people sell their drop ship BS. Yeah, actually, I have an event in a few months, in November, and last year they had a drop shipping person in it, and I've been meaning to reach out to the event organizer and tell him like, hey, like, I really love this event, but it's super disheartening knowing that you're allowing these drop shippers here. Love that, Tina. Can't wait for you to crochet your own, Jack. All right, we're gonna go just, you know what? Let's see, do we want to just finish this round up and start sewing the face on? What do you think? Let's do 5. We'll do 5 of our 15 rounds. And then we'll start sewing some parts of the face on. I just want to get the nose and the ears sewn on. The arms we'll save for last. But I think it'd be kind of nice to have the ears sewn on. So we're going to finish this round and one more after that. It's nice having a project like this, though. It's definitely nice having a project for live streams that I can just like know, okay, next week we're making a goblin again. And I don't have to like, oh, let's come up with a new idea of what we're going to make and stuff like that. So it'll be next Thursday, by the way. Next Thursday will be our next live stream. And then I might do Friday. I might do the day right after to announce the new game. If I can get everything done in time, but no promises there. I honestly am not sure if it's gonna be how I'm gonna do that. I also need to figure out a way to like record games really well with Jules, like us playing it together. I think that would be a smart idea. All right. Boom. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, that is 5. Oh no, because that's 1. So we've only done 4. Okay, yeah. So one more round here before we get going on the face. What time Thursday? I believe it's 8 p.m. Let me look really quick. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do an 8 p.m. like a night stream. Creator posts. There it is. Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah. So, ooh, like 30 people voted for that. So that's what we're gonna do. That'll be fun. Nighttime streams are always super fun. So I've been building up this thing with my dad. So every week or so, my dad's been coming over and helping me construct a big like studio. So right now we're in our spare room in the home I live in. And it works. Like I don't mind this room. It gets a little warm in here sometimes, but the problem is I can't do videos at night here, and eventually we're gonna want an extra bedroom for, you know, kiddos or something. So we want to make some space, and Jules works from home as well, so she needs an office in the house. I need a studio in the house, but I don't want it to be in like, you know, I don't want to be worried about noise problems. And also, to be completely honest, Jimbo is very needy. If I'm in the house, he's like, I want you to pay attention to me. So it's nice to have a little space outside of the house. So anyhow, long story short, me and my dad are constructing a studio. Right now we're calling it the radio room, but it's basically like a little studio where I'm gonna have my live streams and recording stuff and taking photos and all this other stuff. I'm also setting it up so I can do gaming live stream if I want to. It's been so fun. I've never like built, I mean, I've built things before, and my dad's built things before, but it has been a lot of fun to build something with my dad, and the room is looking really good. We're gonna have like an on-air sign, and I'm just super excited. And obviously, because me and my dad are doing it ourselves, we can actually afford it, because hiring someone to do that would be like crazy. But yeah, anyhow, it's been a lot of fun. I'll share some videos and pictures soon. Yes, you'll caffeinate for Jack. Good to know, Prisma. Okay, so we just finished round, what did I finish? Round 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We just finished round 22. We have 10 more rounds of single crochets to go, so it'll be about that big. Let's just look at it real quick from the side, giving big Pac-Man vibes there. But before we do those rest of single crochets, we only have 30 more minutes on today's live stream, so I wanted to use that time to sew on some of our facial features. I also want to do it before this gets too long, because it might be kind of hard to add those facial features after it's all sewn up. So we have a nose and 2 ears to sew on. I think we should do the nose first, because I feel like it's pretty obvious where the nose goes. Nose goes. Did anybody else do nose goes? Let's get some pins here. I need a few more pins. There you go. Okay. Nice. All right. So I want to replicate our previous nose as best as I can. And it looks like the previous nose is pretty much directly in the center of the face between 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds of crochet. And I do want to keep track of where we're putting this. So for the nose, this is going to be the nose one. I know because it's shorter than the ear. See, so this is the ear, it's a little longer than the nose. And I think we want this to be basically the bottom of the nose. Oh no, wait, sorry. This to be the sides of the nose. So right here is going to be the bottom of the nose. And it looks like we want one round of lip. So somewhere around right there. Looks pretty centered. So it'd be like that. Right? And maybe a little over like that. Looks pretty good. Throw one here. Is this 4 rounds up? If that goes into this round. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds up. Yeah, okay, cool. Right? Wait. 1, 2, 3. Yes. So that'll be 4 rounds up. Okay. Something like that. And then we want this increases on either end of the nose. So something like that. Hold on. Just a little bit more centered. It's pretty good. Okay. So we want this stitch here. We're not going to stab our fingers, Louie. We're going to do our ding ding darndest not to stab our fingers. This is where the increase is, which is going to be a round up and a few stitches over. Something like that. Pretty good. Okay, let me see for a second. All right, how many stitches do we have to work with? 12. Yes, I know we have 12. Okay, so where's my darning needle? Where the heck did I put that? Oh, there it is. Nice try, Mr. Needle. Okay. So, if we start here-ish, okay, right? If this is the center, I really don't want to sew this on in an awkward spot and have to redo it. So I just really want to make sure this goes exactly where I want it to be. So that's our start right there. I think that I can make that work. Yeah. All right, we're going to try that. I'm going to actually take the needles out real quick. And we're just going to start with a few stitches. And then we'll reorient. So this one goes right there. That'll help us figure out where we want to start. And then we want this one in the very center of it. So this goes there. You can see how I do not like sewing things together. It is my least favorite part. Let's go right here. And when I say this in the pattern, I'll probably say something like, sew the nose onto the face between rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 14. Yeah, that's what I'll say. 10 and 14. That'll come out right here. Right. Okay. Have we officially changed my last name to Loops? No, I haven't yet. No. I keep actually talking about that to Jules. We want to. it's just been like, we got a house and we moved and we did this and we did that. We needed to get a new car because our car broke down. So there's been all these things where changing our names would have really screwed us over. Because we're doing like, you know, background checks and stuff. So I'm kind of glad we didn't do it like right away. But now it's like we need to get going because, you know, she gets pregnant. It's going to be, you know, how long? Like, it's not going to be long. Oops, I did this too high up, didn't I? Yeah, we did. See, look at that. That's why we should be more careful. Okay, I sewed this lip on too high. We need to do it one round lower. Fix that up. Okay. So it actually should go right here. And then over like that. This music's crazy. There we go. Boom. I think that's better. Because I don't want our kiddo to have a different last name than us. You know? That is pretty much the goal. And paperwork. Dude, in California, not only do we need to do paperwork, in California we need to put an article in a newspaper with our names for like 3 weeks or something stupid like that. It's like part of the law in California is you need to let everybody know that you're changing your name so no one can be like, I don't know who you're talking about. But it's like, dude, that's so antiquated. That's crazy. All right, I need to count some stitches real quick. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more stitches to work with. That's our last stitch right there. Okay, so I'm going to count backwards actually. So 10 would be, hold on. Ow. There we go. Okay. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, and then right across, right? 6, 5, 4, and then 3, 2. Oops. Good. So 1, 2. Go up that. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Okay, we should go over, I believe we need to go over one more stitch. Should come out to right here. Okay. Okay. Boom. Skip doop, a dip a doop, a dip a doop. Boom. And then this one, into this one, into this one. I think. Okay. Now let's look at it again. We can't forget we need to stuff this nose up. Don't let me forget that, because I have a tendency to forget that stuff. Let's count my stitch again. So it'll be this stitch. Into there and up to there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Perfect. We know exactly where to go now. Okay, cool. Here, I'll just keep going for 1 or 2 more stitches and then we'll stuff up the nose. Yeah, I like this. Good thing is we're making a goblin, so even if the nose is like a little wonky, the great part about a goblin is it's got to be a little wonky. Okay, before I go much further, let's go ahead and stuff that nose up. It's one of the places that need to get stuff up. The ears actually you don't need to stuff because they're going to be flat on the face, but the nose we do need to stuff. I think we're just about, that's pretty good.
That's maybe a little too much. Let's take too much. Don't want to overdo it. Alright, we're coming up to the end of today's stream, by the way. I think we're going to be able to get to... I guess we could maybe add the eyes in. We'll see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 would be right there, actually. Cool. One, two, and then one. Cool. There we go. It's gonna be the last stitch for the nose. I'll pull a little tighter. That's a pretty good nose. That's pretty good. I'm actually really happy with where that is. I mean, we'll never know for sure until everything's all together to make sure that it's in the center. But, I mean, look at that. That looks pretty centered to me. All right. Yeah, I get that. Wait, is this Sunday Father's Day? It is, isn't it? Was that last Sunday? When is Father's Day? Did I miss Father's Day? I couldn't have. No, it's this Sunday. Man, I totally forgot. My dad's going to be out of town. Oh, well. I'll give him a call. We hung out yesterday, so. Okay. So there's the face, or there's the nose. Do we think we have enough time to sew on ears? I think it might be best to do eyes next, and then do ears. And the only reason is because it might be nice to know exactly where the eyes are. So let's go ahead. We need to find the right size eyes for us, too. Because I'm using weird size eyes. So we need to make sure I have a duplicate version. And that means that we need to make sure it's the right size. Actually, that looks pretty dang close. Hold on, let's get a ruler in here. Okay, it looks like the eyes that we made before about 1/2 inch in freedom units. Yeah, actually that might be a little less than 1/2 inch. Let's see. These ones the same size? We'll never know, because I just dropped it. Okay. I think these are the right size. I think I am. Actually, wait, is that one bigger? This one on the right looks a little bigger. Are they? Man, I can't tell. I just don't want to make one that's like one that's like way different size of the other ones. You know? Let's see. Let's look at it closer. I wish I had like a cool ruler that would like measure things mechanically, but I don't know where it is. Actually, it looks like it's the same size. If I switch the size of these, I'm gonna say I think those are the same size. Cool. All right. Then we need the backings for them, which I have right here. And now we need to find exactly where I put them on the other one. So on this one, I put them from the side of the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches away. From the side of the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches away. Let's see how that looks on this side. Okay, so from the side of the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches away. And 2 stitches from the bottom, 2 rounds from the bottom, so that's like actually right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be actually right there.
Oh, it's too close though. Looks a little low also, but let's try it. So one right here. Is that correct? Yeah. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches away. How many stitches from the edge of the mouth? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. And this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. Okay, it looks like it's a little maybe too close to the left side. Might be right there is where we want. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, let's try here. What do we think? I think it's pretty good. Right? Do we like where those are, or should I put them higher? Let's look at what they look like higher up. If I did one round higher, so like right there. Doesn't make too much of a difference. Does it? It does actually make a decent difference. To me. I actually think I liked them lower. It looks more like, here's what it's on Jack, you know? So this is one lower. I think he looks really cute with that. Cause then the eyes are like halfway up the nose, which is just kind of like my style. I give it like kind of a kawaii look where the eyes are pretty low on the face. Yeah, so it'd be like right here. How do we feel about this? I think it's pretty good. Yeah, Sophia agrees, lower. Cool. Yeah, I think this is a good spot. We're going to go with that and lock those eyes in. The round, here's specifically, by the way, for people that want to recreate this. Add the eyes into round 13. Okay, so into round 13, stitch number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So round 13, stitch 13, 14, 15, 20, 21, 22, 25. Round 13, stitches 13 and 25. We're using 1/2 inch in diameter eyes. And I'm using a big locking mechanism on the back to snap those in. Now, I think, let me feel in the main puppet here. But I'm pretty sure I snapped off the ends of those eyes. Let me feel. Yeah, I did. Did I actually? Actually, I can't tell. No, I didn't. I didn't. Okay. Then we don't need to snap off. I was gonna maybe cut off those eyes, but like, well, they are a little in the way. We can cut them off later. Well, no, we can't. We're gonna cut them off. You don't need to do this, but I'm gonna do it because I'm feeling extra. So I'm gonna use my little pliers from last week. I'm just gonna cut the backs of these eyes off. You don't need to do this. Honestly, this is just very extra, but I just don't want to regret not doing it later. I don't think I will, but better safe than sorry. So I'm just gonna take this right here and just snip that off like this. Whoo-wee! I don't know where that just went. Let's do it on the next one too. Like that. Oh! All right. There's our eyes added on. The nose added on. I kind of want to sew on the ears. 12 millimeter. They probably are 12 millimeter actually. If they're half an inch, what is half an inch? Yeah, 12 millimeters. They're exactly 12 millimeters. Yeah, 12 millimeter eyes. Okay, I kind of want to sew on the ears now before we go today. All right, that's our last thing though. We're gonna sew on the ears and then we're gonna call it today. So ears are gonna go, looks like down to like here. And up 1, 2, 3 rounds above the eyes. 1, 2, 3. So it'll go up to here somewhere. And then down to 1, 2 stitches under the eyes. So to line up with the mouth. So like right down to here somewhere. And then how far past the end of the mouth? 1, 2 stitches away from the mouth. So here to here. And we have 12 stitches to work with, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just work it up and down. Easy. Easy. That's an easy sew. We can totally do this. I'm gonna put this stitch marker here. Or sorry, this needle there, too. Okay, so there's where our ears are gonna go on. From there to there. Yeah, that's honestly almost exactly where they are on the original jacket. Cool. So I'm going to sew on the inside part of the ear first. And this one's just going to go directly in the center of those 2 pins. So something like right here. I'm going to actually go right into the center of that stitch too. Nice. And then the top, I think it's going to be best if we sew it on like this, so that the end of the round is behind the ear. So we'll go, again, we have 12 stitches to work with. So if we use these pins as guides, and we go to the right of it to start, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we finish 12 in the same one as we started. Perfect. Actually, it looks like we actually want to start here. So 1, and then we'll go 1 up, like that. Okay. Look at us doing some planning while we sew instead of just freaking mad-libbing it. All right. Go. One more. That. Just want to make sure it's correct. And I also really don't want to stab myself in the hand with this pin, so I'm kind of like holding it in place. Boom, boom. That. So there. Let me count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Oh, no, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we actually want to go up to here and then 1 over. Like that. Okay. All right, like this. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, I like it. Into there, into here, and then just start working our way back down. And we don't need to stuff the ears at all because we want them to be flat anyhow. So I think we're doing just fine. I think it's actually working out pretty good. And look I love that. Okay, so this is just a personal thing that I really like. I like it when the ears go like this. Bloop, down, in. You know, see how there's like this little... I really like it when the ears do that. It makes it look more like they're kind of like, I don't know, ears. Okay, let me do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Boom. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah. And don't worry about adding face. So we're going to add like facial features like eyebrows and stuff. We'll add those closer to the end of our project when we decide what kind of goblin this is. If this is just a replicant of Jack or we kind of customizing it, and we'll figure that out. The one thing I do like about Jack is that they're not too customized, which means that like it gives it a little bit more of a goblin feel. But who knows? Maybe I'll make another one of these that's really customized if we don't want to customize this one too much. But we'll see. We'll see how we're feeling as we get closer to the end. Speaking of closer to the end, we're only going to sew on one more ear, and then we're going to call it for today's live stream. Nice short 2-hour stream-ish. And we will be back again on Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I should have asked the moderators if they're going to be able to make it. If you can't, I totally understand, Cooper and Zoe. Well, especially Zoe. Zoe's got work in the morning. I've got work in the morning because it's going to be 8 p.m. So I think that's like really late for you, Zoe. And I know you're a baker, so you got to get up early. But if you can make it, that'd be cool. If not, I totally understand. I don't think there's going to be a lot of actually crocheting. It's going to be a lot of like making the mouth parts and stuff like that. So, okay, so there's one ear. Let's do the other ear. Same kind of placements. I do want this sewing part to be on the back, so we're going to do it this way this time. Might make it slightly different, but I think it'll look good. And I want the same kind of thing. So it was 2 over from the mouth, I believe. 1, 2 was at the beginning of it. So like 1, 2. So something like that. Is the low end? Actually, no. The low end is right here. So that should be the bottom of the ear. And then I think it was like 4 rounds above that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds above that. Okay. So from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds above that, like that. It is a little closer to this eye because everything's like a little, just barely skewed a little to the left. But whatever. Whatever. We'll make it work. Cool. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Zoe. I should have done the Monday stream, but I totally forgot it. So if that's our start, I think we want this to be our center of our ear. That. The top. I'm going to do this so I don't accidentally stab myself. Because I'm getting awfully close to stabbing myself in the hand. Alright. We're going to go... We'll start right here. Go 1 stitch down. Will that be alright? 1 there. Woo! Loud. Jeez Louise. Could you guys hear that car? My gosh. It's the loudest car ever.
That's the other cool thing about the radio room that we're building. It's going to be super soundproofed. I'm excited. One down. That. One there, and then one over. Let's get these pins out of the way. Okay. Wait. 1, 2. Just like that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Little crooked. Okay. A lot of course correction here. Honestly, I'm not planning this one out as well as I planned the other one out. You know, maybe we should count some stitches. All right, let's count some stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches to work with. Here's the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stitches to work with. This one, and then up to... Actually, I think I want it to be on the inside a little bit more, so like there. Let's try that. Maybe I should have gone out with that. Yeah, let's undo that. On there, we'll go here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that actually the first space is better to kind of even it out with the other side. All right, let's try this again. 1 there, 1 here. In there, up to here. Nice. Okay, yeah. I think that's looking pretty good. Something like that. One, 2, 3, 4 stitches to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches to work with. Great. 1, 2. Right, yep. Into there. That. Into there, out of there. Cool. All right. There we go. There's our ears. Oh, they're looking so good. That's looking really good. I am very much liking how this is turning out. Okay, let's double knot this and sew and cut the ends.
1 and 2. Okay, team. Productive live stream. We got all the way to the head and face. Look at that. Look at us making progress. Look at us. All right. Let's give it a good look here from the front. Kind of see how the mouth's going to turn out. I think it's looking... Honestly, I actually think we're looking really good right now. Hold on. I need to get this part away for a good picture. Make some space. I think we're making some good progress here. We still have some more rounds of crochet to go, but we're doing pretty good as far as like shaping and the size and stuff. I think it's looking pretty good. Yeah. All right, so there's the face sewn on. We'll add the other facial features later, but I'm liking it. All right, team. I think that's pretty cool. We'll be live again next Thursday, continuing to crochet this pattern. Again, it's going to be 8 p.m. Late night one. 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to join, please do. If you can't, no worries. We'll be live again the day, probably the day after. So probably Thursday, we're going to do this. And then Friday, we're going to do... talk about Battle Goonies, I think. But we'll see. Oh, such progress, such progress. I really like it. Very cool. I'm super excited that I'm going to have 2 of these Goblin puppets soon. I'm obsessed. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. If you haven't yet, please like this video down below and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss when we come out with these live streams. We're going to be live again next Thursday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but we also are live on Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time usually, and we're going to be kind of switching it up every now and then to give more people opportunities to join the live streams. The patterns for all of this are on the website. You can find them at clubcrochet.com/goblin. If you have any feedback or notes, please let me know in the comments down below. That would be really cool. When this pattern is fully completed, we'll have one long video where I stitch together all of these videos together. And then, what else did I want to say? Thanks for watching. Oh, this pattern for our toppling, their name is Saint Buffin, is going to be on the website ASAP. It's almost done. Sorry it's been taking so long, but this will be on the site very, very soon. Yeah, go pre-order the book, all that fun stuff. All right, guys. Thanks so much again for watching. Pasta la pizza. Happy hooking. And, hold on, and... You hang up first. No, you hang up first. You hang up. No, you hang up. No, I don't want to hang up first. You hang up first. Oh, you're just being cute, but it's like... It's just kind of being silly at this point. I think you should really hang up first. Yeah. All right, hang up. No, you hang up first. They're not hanging up. Well, there's not much I can do about that. Just tell them to hang up. I just did. Through you. That's not the same. All right, fine. You hang up first. You hang up first. All right, bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.